So this is my Who album ranking video, and just a reminder, next week I'm going to be doing kind of a one-off review with Keith Moon's Two Sides of the Moon. And then after that, the next week I'm going to be going into Megadeth's discography since they just released their final album. So this is a pretty easy ranking to do, really. I kind of basically decided the order as I was listening to the albums. And I didn't rank it on what I think is their best album, really. It's kind of like my favorite, and then I went from there. So yeah, I'm ranking 12 studio albums. I'm not including Odds and Sods or any of the live stuff that I reviewed. So in 12th and last place I have Endless Wire. I don't think it's a bad album, but it's pretty easily my least favorite Who album and the one I go to the least. It just it sounds kind of demo-y. There's not as many songs on it that I'm really into. And it does it sounds like they're trying to sound like the old Who, but without Entwistle and Moon. It just kind of doesn't work in the same way. But I don't know. I think it's got some good stuff on it, and I don't think it's a bad album. Just when compared to their other stuff, it's easy to place this one. At number 11, I have Who, the 2019 album, and this one I think is a pretty big improvement over Endless Wire. I think it sounds a lot better. I think it's got some good songs on it. But I just don't put it on as much. Once again, it still sounds like they're trying to sound like the old Who without John and without Keith, but doesn't quite sound like it. I mean, they do a better job here of making it sound like the old Who, but it's still just without those guys. I don't know. It just doesn't quite work. But at the same time, I'm glad they made the album. I'm glad they didn't go out on Endless Wire, but not one that I put on a whole lot, and they just have better stuff from their earlier careers. And 10th, I have It's Hard, the last of the Kenny Jones albums. This was one that it took me a while to get into, and it's grown on me a lot, but it still just kind of, it sounds like they weren't that into it when they were making it, and there's just more songs that I like on other albums. So this one was another one that was pretty easy to place. After this is when it kind of gets harder for me to decide what goes where. In 9th I have A Quick One, which I'm pretty sure dropped a little bit from the last time when I ranked this. I think I had it higher. This one kind of dropped because my opinion on two others has gone up. But really it's kind of an uneven album. I do like most of the stuff on here, well, pretty much everything on here, but compared to other albums, there's just stuff that I like more. Number 8, I have Who Sells Out, and my opinion on this one's gone up quite a bit. I think I had it ranked below A Quick One last time, which I'm pretty sure I did. But it's still just not my favorite of their albums. It's kind of one that I go to more often now because I haven't listened to it as much as some of the others, but I just kind of like some of their other stuff better. Next, in I think 8th, I have the debut album, Who Sing My Generation. This is probably the album that my opinion on has gone up the most. It took me a while to get into this one, but I really like it now. And I don't know if it would ever go up higher than this in the rankings because how much I like the other albums, but I don't know, it's a really good album. So number 7th, and I think this is one that's one that a lot of people have lower. A lot of people put this around last. I have Face Dance is the first of the two Kenny Jones albums, and I've always just really liked this one. I like the songs. I think Roger sounds really good. I actually think Kenny Jones plays really well on this, so yeah, Face Dances, I don't really get the hate for it. I've always really liked it. Number 6, I think, I have Who Are You, and this is one that I mean, from here on out, I really love all these albums, and this one, when I got it, I listened to it a ton, but it's kind of gone down for me a little bit in where I would place it, because I probably would have put it above at least one of the, well, probably the next album. I would have put it above at one time, but yeah, great album. So number 5, I have Tommy, and yeah, not a lot to say about this one. I really loved it since I first heard it, and always been one of my favorites, but never quite been my favorite. 3, I have Who's Next, And this one I'm pretty sure I put number one last time, and I guess I would say that I kind of think this is like technically their best album, but it's not my favorite, so I didn't put it at number one. And I mean, I've kind of heard it a little too much. I think this is one of those albums that kind of just suffers from overplay and like the songs being out there and stuff, but still just a really great album and one of their best. At number two, I have Quadrophenia, and this one, I mean, it really could almost be number one for me, but there's just one album that I like a little bit more, and so yeah, my number one is Who by Numbers, and yeah, I don't know, I just have really loved this album ever since I first heard it. I know a lot of people put it a lot lower, and I can kind of get that. It's not really like the most cheerful album. It's kind of a downer album, but it's got some funny moments on it. You got like Squeezebox and stuff, Success Story. But yeah, I don't know. I just always really loved this album. I think the band sounds great. I think Roger sounds great, and I think all the songs are great. So while I wouldn't say that this is like their best album or their most accessible album, I think it's definitely my favorite Who album.